Welcome back to Gintama Anime Review. This is episode number 12. This I'm reviewing the 367 episode of the anime. There are lines if even villains can't cross. Yeah, I was watching this episode and I watched the anime and I'm like, really? We're doing this again? Okay, what chapters of the manga does it adapt? Well, it adapts 686 and about partway through chapter 687. No joke, that is seriously what happens in this episode. We have Hitsuga looking for Gin, and he basically is asking about Tatsuo, Saratobi, and Otia, and of course, she doesn't mention Kuba. Yeah, she refers to Otia as a gorilla lady. Yeah, a gorilla lady, because, well, his former boss is in love with her. Yep, and apparently they spend part of the episode just having him get tortured by having him covered with lotion and basically going through like a conveyor belt full of old ladies, which are basically courtesans. Oh yeah, and Toshio is not longer the courtesan of death, she's the courtesan of the sun. Oh yeah, and Hanua, when she was last seen, when you usually saw her like after her debut back in Heroes and Flames arc, she was seen in a wheelchair. Now apparently she can walk. Apparently, and she's got a cane now. I guess that there was some alien technology that maybe they got their hands on and just healed up the back of her feet so she can actually stand. This is probably the first time in the series you can see her stand. Soga basically is no longer working at a shop that sells sex toys. He's now a guide. Yeah, and this particular area, which was basically frequently underground, apparently this is now an official government recognized tourist district. Okay, fine. And yeah, he just goes looking for him. He finds Gin, and they eventually do find him. After he went through the conveyor belt like 3 times, third time he actually did himself. First time, basically, he started attacking really weird. He's talking about women's breasts. Yeah, both times. Second time he comes back as a golden Buddha for some reason. And of course, they hear stuff. And of course, while him doing this, he hears that Tatsuki like wants to walk beside him. Of course, you know about Saratobi, about her wanting to marry Gin, despite the fact she's never officially asked him. Just like, yeah. One thing I do praise for the anime for doing is that they at least didn't have her when she was doing it. She at least didn't have her show up in a wedding dress, like she did in the manga. Yep. And then, like when it gets like a really cool scene when they have Gin reunite with Shinpachi, and then they break the fourth wall by having like, oh yeah, it's some set, and they put like a Gintama ending scam trial where they found Hitsuga, Henzo, and Kagura's father guilty, or at least sentenced to death, and apparently this has been kind of basically building for a while, where they keep thinking it's going to end because the manga kept thinking it was going to end like as about 3 years ago. Now it's like recently it was going to end. And it was like his last chapter, like, oh yeah, we're not going to end, we're going to continue Jim Ginga. Yeah, and they reference that here in the anime. And apparently the series is going, it looks like the series is going to go on hiatus again. Like, I have to take a head count here. This is not the first time the series has gone through a hiatus. Let's see, I think it's like 1, 2, 3, let's see, 4. This is probably like the 7th or 8th hiatus it's gone through. I wonder how long this one's going to last for. I wonder that myself. Yeah. So, they just abruptly end this series after just 367. Like, after they brought the series back after its most recent hiatus, only for a few months. And this is actually like a little halfway through the season when they decided. It was actually 11 episodes, at least 12 episodes when they had this hiatus. Its last one. And it lasted for about 4 months. Yep. And it's been airing like non-stop. And this is only like the second episode I've actually reviewed via basically as a new episode. And then now we have basically where we're going to go on hiatus again. No idea why. Yeah. Why? Because you only have like, well, since you stopped like partway through 687, it means you got what, like, about 11 chapters, at least probably about 10 and a half chapters left. Well, you don't have enough chapters to finish up adapting the manga? I guess not, apparently, because this is the final episode, apparently, which is a little weird. Yep, it was a good episode up until they had that little cliffhanger. It looked like they were going to do 687, and then this thing interrupted the scene. I wouldn't be surprised when the series came back to pick up right where this left off. I would not be surprised about that if they did that. But it was really weird. Like, I have seen this before in the anime while I've been watching it over the course of this past month, where sometimes they would have these little comedy segments where characters break the fourth wall, and this is possibly the second time in this series would have the writer of the series, though it's not the actual writer. Yeah, his stand is basically a gorilla. I think the last time officially he showed up was, I believe, was at the end of the last time they had a 51 episode season. Yeah, it was after they ended that one. That was the only season I watched was dubbed. Yeah, he showed up for that one as well when the series went on another hiatus. Yeah, it's really weird the fact they would do this again for like the eighth time in the series history. But who knows how long this hiatus is going to last for me. At least when it came back, it was around for at least for a few months. Yeah, but only just 2 weeks after I had got the series cut up to this point, that I cut up until the newest episode, and then the series goes on hiatus. It's very weird. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. My next review is going to be on the newest episode of Attack on Titan. I don't know why this one was delayed by a week. No idea why, but I'll find out because this episode I'm looking forward to, okay? But to see you next episode. Bye.